Fight fans, fight fans, fight fans. What's going on, man? What's goody, man? Main man, made man on here, man. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing off the late night live stream. Y'all know how I do every once in the blue. I got to ride with my first shift workers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's still up. Before we get started, man, let me just see how the audio sounding though. You know what I mean? Make sure we crisp on this thing. Hold on. I ain't hearing nothing. Let me know if we good out there. Anybody hear the sound of my voice? Let me know if we good. Do y'all hear me loud and clear? Let me know something. Maybe it's something that I need to do that I ain't done yet. Do y'all hear me now? Let me know something. It's cool. It's good. Full of Sports is up. What's up? My main man, Orlando Finney, is up. Ray Bans 805. What's up, homie? Where you been at, fam? Where you been, man? Vincent Roof, what's up, man? Everybody hear me? Y'all telling me I'm good? Then I'm good then. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Slim, I couldn't sleep. I just got back in, chilling with some homeboys or whatever, man. It's Friday night. It's first shift. It's late as a mug. It's officially 1:36 a.m. here in the DMV, and I had to just get on here and talk some boxing before the night was out. You know what I'm saying? I had to get up on here cool with the fam, man. As y'all come on and hit the like button for me, man. Whether you're fam or sliding through, hit the like button for me. I'm doing this for my first shift workers, my security guards, my insomniacs, my cats who's just riding from the club, man. Cooling, man. Got the boy on the speakers. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it for all of y'all tonight, man. Everybody who is just up. It's Friday night. Have I been drinking? Hell yeah, I've been drinking. Have you? You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know why I've been drinking? Because I work hard. I work hard and I don't hardly work. I got a 9 to 5. I got my own business. I got my own home. I do all of this and I juggle it all at the same damn time. So if I want to throw one back, kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying? Much love, man. Did y'all see the Granados fight? Oh, damn. Granados was horrible, huh, Ray Bans? Yeah, he was horrible, bro. Beyond horrible. Got knocked into the middle of last week. You know what I'm saying? No, did y'all see the Jesse Vargas fight tonight? God, he did, didn't he? God, he did. You know what I'm saying? Now he calling out Jaime Munguia. He calling out Kell Brook. Jesse feeling himself out here like he really putting in work. You know what I'm saying? We'd agree. What's up, fam? What's up with you, man? Look here, man. To all my diehards, let me just say this from the jump. I know y'all like main man. Can you talk about this and can you talk about that? Check me. I know there's a lot going on in the sport of boxing, man. The Juan Estrada, Sorong Vizai situation. I'm a huge fan of those fighters, and there's a lot to talk about. Gary Russell Jr. calling out Tank Davis hiding, ducking, dodging, all that good stuff. Wants no smoke with Gary Russell Jr., the real king of the DMV. Wants no smoke. Then we could talk about all of that, and we will get to those chits on We Talking Boxing this coming Sunday. But as of today, and I will even speak on tonight's fights, we'll probably do that on We Talking Boxing. But right now, man, unlike me, I am captivated by a story in boxing. I can't get over this Luis Ortiz situation right now, man. It's just I can't get over it, man. I have y'all understand, man. For cats who just started rolling with me, man, I've been rolling with Luis Ortiz for a long time. So today's story in boxing just caught me off guard, caught me by surprise, and I'm just like, wow, bruh. But y'all see the title of the video, man. Y'all see the title of the video. Did Eddie Hearn spook Team Ortiz? What am I talking about? Man, well, first off, it seems to me that when I listen to the Jay Jimenez interview on the Boxing Voice today, shout out to Ness and the Boxing Voice for getting it did. Man, it's like to me, Joe, they try to get ahead of the story. Am I tripping? But it seemed to me they try to get ahead of the story. And what I mean by I say that, I'm about to play this audio, right? Because I'm sitting here listening to Eddie Hearn and I'm tripping out, man. I'm like, Slim Jai G-checked Team Ortiz on the low. We kind of missed that. He G-checked Team Ortiz in previous interviews. And what did I mean by that? Just hear this out and let's talk about it, all right? Just hear this out. Okay. This is
ready to go. Luis Ortiz recently was reported by Boxing that he asked for $10 million for the AJ fight.
Did he say that?
That's what the Boxing reported. And that he was only offered $5 million, which is around $200,000 more US dollars than what Joe Miller was going to be guaranteed to get.
All three of those statements are wrong.
But that's what this has been.
But I'm just telling you, all three of those statements were wrong. So you're wrong what Jarrell Miller was getting, not you, but they were wrong what Luis Ortiz asked for, and they were wrong about what he was offered.
Was Jarrell Miller being offered more, or being guaranteed more, or being guaranteed less?
No, not far away from those numbers. Ortiz was offered a lot more than that.
So basically, right, let me stop it right there. The man said that Luis Ortiz was offered way more than that. So we talking way more than the 5 million? We talking way more. Now, I heard it dropped on the Boxing Voice when he said that the 5 million was squarely for Ortiz. And on top of that, his promoters and managers had their own set of money. But since Eddie Hearn is appearing to be credible now, right? He appearing to be credible. He just said that they were offered more than that. 5+ million. Am I tripping? Am I wrong? Ray Bans, we're going to get to that, Ray Bans. We're going to get to Mungie and Vargas all day. But am I tripping or am I wrong? All right, let's get to the G-check part.
You said.
A lot more than the 5 million?
Yes. And next week, when everything is said and done, I will expose Team Ortiz in triumphant fashion.
Damn! Hold up, son. The man said, I will expose Team Ortiz in triumphant fashion. Those words send a chill down your back. I will expose you in triumphant fashion. So this must have prompted Jay Jimenez to say, hold up. What did he say? Oh, no. Let's call the Boxing Voice up fast because I ain't never done nothing to nobody. I have nothing to do with that. I don't know nothing. I didn't see nothing. No one told me nothing. I was in the blind. Me and Luis Ortiz, man, we was over here cooling, minding our business. Then we see this on Boxing. We don't know what's going on. What's today's date? Where am I? What's my name? I don't know what's going on here. Somebody tell me something. When they heard Eddie Hearn come out and say, I will expose you in triumphant fashion, they knew that the wheel started to turn. They knew that, hold up, wait a minute, let us get ahead of this shit ASAP. Let us call up Nessa the Boxing Voice and give our side because we don't want no problems. We don't want no problems with Eddie. Hey, bro, y'all ain't peeping what's going on. And then it's in this particular interview, because I'm sure a lot of y'all already saw it. In this particular interview, he had deliberately called Jay Jimenez by name. And we're going to get to that. He deliberately called Jay Jimenez by name. So who else calls up? I don't know what the promoter is doing. I don't even know who the promoter is. I never met him in my life. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing to do with that. I am a great citizen. I've never jaywalked in my life. You know what I'm saying? I hold my forks right. I hold my pencils right. I don't do anything wrong. Me and Luis Ortiz, we are honest citizens. We don't know nothing about this. And now I'm like, yo, did Eddie spook them? Because it's funny after this interview come out that they all come out now and want to get ahead of the story. We all know a politician will teach you better than anybody. Yo, if you don't get ahead of your stories, it can come out bad for you. And clearly, Eddie Hearn in this interview threatened that if they don't straighten this shit up, I will expose them triumphantly and come out looking triumphant. Hey, Snub, they like, nah, bro. All right, let's finish this up and then we'll finish this off, all right?
Because I was really pissed off with that story. I actually texted Jay Jimenez and I said, are you fucking serious?
Whoa, hold up. He says he texts Jay Jimenez and said, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Cuz are you out here talking about low ball offers? Are you fucking serious? I will expose you and I will do it triumphantly. So Jay Jimenez is like, oh, snap. What did I do? I better get ahead of this like yesterday. Ray-Ban says Ortiz got the call. He finally won it and not taking the fight all day. Fool of Sports says Ortiz could grab all of those Infinity Stones for $5 million and negotiate for way more in the rematch because he has the Infinity Stones all day. And then step to Wilder like, Wilder, you want these? You want these shiny belts? We can make it happen, but this is what I need. So when people were telling me earlier in the stream, oh, man, what about the Wilder fight? I'm saying that if he would have beat this cat, got those belts, the Infinity Stones, like my man Fool of Sports just called, If he would have gotten the Infinity Stones, he could have then definitely stepped to Wilder and said, do you want these Infinity Stones? Well, guess what? I need this amount of money, and we ain't fighting for no less. And he would have came off like a fat cat. You know what I'm talking about? Ronnie Boy Fresh. What's up, homie? What you doing up, bro? It's 4:45 in the morning. You know what I mean? Rocky Strikes 89. What's up, family? Everybody up tonight, huh? Y'all drinking too. I know y'all drinking. What you drinking on tonight? I know y'all drinking. I ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, Spider-Man, what's up with you, man? What's going on? Ronnie Boy Fresh says, all I know is Eddie Hearn put on a hell of a card tonight. Yeah, he did. He did a good job tonight. That's why I was trying to tell people in the earlier live stream that, yo, DAZN is making inroads. They trying to take over the Friday nights. They trying to take over the Friday nights. Oh, Jesse Vargas calling out Jaime Munguia. We will get to that. I got a lot to talk about on that front. We Degree says, yeah, Rungo and Estrada was a good card. Yeah, I got a lot of respect for both of those fighters. Ronnie Boy Fresh, how do you lowball a dude who only wanted peanuts and a box of Cracker Jacks? Exactly. You know what I mean? That's the question that I was asking. How the hell, what does it look like to lowball Luis Ortiz? But the thing is this, man. I just don't seem to understand, though, once again, you know, it seems to me that Eddie Hearn, when he came out and put this out in the air and put this out in the public, everybody is trying to get ahead. Don't be surprised if we hear about this dude Carmente, who is the promoter who works with Dave Promotions. If he comes out and wants to give his side of the story, he fuck around be calling up Ness like, Ness, I need to talk to you. We need to talk now because I heard Jay give his side. Now I need to give my side. Eddie ain't gonna expose me. Damn net. I don't know where he got in his phone. I don't know what texts he got. I don't know what emails he got. He might have took screenshots. I don't know what he got. So at the end of the day, let me give my side. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, fight fans. He might just call up. You know what I'm saying? He might just call up. But he called Jay Jimenez and say, are you fucking kidding me? And Jay Jimenez is up here, man, like, I don't know nothing about nothing. We wanted to accept the offer. We wanted the money. I mean, we all wanted the money. We wanted the opportunity at the belts. We were ready to go. Everything is beautiful on the outside. We didn't know nothing about this. It's kind of a shame, though, you know, and the points that I made on the earlier live stream, they don't change. And that is the fact that Luis Ortiz doesn't have control of his career. That don't change. You know what I mean? IOTBA in the building. What's up, family? IOTBA Boxing Talk, my homeboy. Everybody who hear the sound of my voice, you want some real shit. You want that realness. You want that raw. Go holler at the homie IOTBA. I stand by it 100%. That's my main man. What's up, fam? What's up with you? You know what I'm saying? So, and if you ever want to link IOTBA, you're more than welcome. Yeah, man, that's all I'm saying. But it seems to me since Eddie came out and G-checked this situation, son, everybody getting their act together. Everybody getting ahead of the story, man. What's up with that? Is that not funny or what? So we'll see, man. Hey, look, man, a lot of people also are going down the line and saying that Luis Ortiz ducked Anthony Joshua. Are we calling this a duck or are we not calling this a duck? IOTBA, you the truth, fam, man. You the truth, homie. Rolling, running the gram. You know what I'm saying? Putting that work in. Much love to you, bro. Much love to you, man. Much love to Texas, man. Shout out to Texas, man. You know what I'm saying? But are we calling this a duck? Spider-Man says duck. Wow, man. Ronnie Boy Fresh putting up a shitload of ducks. Everybody putting up ducks. Is he a duck? For real? So we gonna really say that Luis Ortiz is a duck in this situation, knowing all the ins and outs of the situation. I'm asking y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and impose my narrative this time around. I'm asking y'all, do y'all feel as though that this is honestly a duck? Knowing the fact that, you know, he says that the promoter was doing all the willing and dealing behind closed doors. Knowing the fact that him and Jay Jimenez says we didn't know nothing about nothing. Ain't nobody tell us nothing. Ain't nobody show us nothing. Y'all are saying this is a duck. And let me ask y'all this one question also. Do y'all honestly feel as though that our Spider-Man puts up duck? Ronnie Boy Fresh says duck or fraud, whichever one, huh? Do y'all honestly think that Al Heyman has something to do with this? I'm asking y'all. I'm not imposing nothing. I'm just asking y'all. Y'all feel as though that Al Heyman has something to do with this? Aquarius Love says no. Just waiting for the Wilder fight. Easier fight. So Salah Farah, what's up with you? Let's not jump into conclusions before all the facts are in. Round of applause, Salah. Always a patient one you are. You know what I'm saying? All day. Rocket Strike says it's short notice, though. Maybe he's more interested in his legacy. Look, man. The reason I ask y'all this is because I'm looking at the conclusions that have started being drawn. Like Salah said, it's still kind of early. I still got questions about the counter offer. We forgetting about that. That they stated, and I don't know how truthful these articles are because Eddie is shredding them shits like shredded cheese. You know what I'm saying? But according to the news and the articles, there's supposed to have been a counter offer. So is there any truth to that? I have yet to hear Eddie say it, but there's supposed to be a counter offer. And I want to know what's up with that. What up, King? What's up, King? What's up with you? Is there a counter offer? If there is a counter offer, we cannot effectively call Luis Ortiz a duck because there's still ongoing negotiations, correct? Ronnie Boy Fresh, Al and Showtime had 100 to do with this. Really, Ronnie Boy Fresh. ILTBA says he blames Ortiz. Ortiz dropped the ball. But ILTBA, how did Ortiz drop the ball if it's his people? So you blaming him because his people will handle it. Ortiz doesn't speak English. He chills in Florida. He doesn't go inside the boardrooms. And I'm asking this very objectively. Do not act like I'm trying to draw a point or conclusion. I'm just asking y'all what y'all think. Because I'm shocked at all the answers that I'm saying. But he ain't got nothing to do with this. This is his people. So given because it's his people, y'all feel as though it's Ortiz? Bring me on, bro. ILTBA, what's your email, fam? Put your email in the chat and you on. Blood Boxing. We got the OG. We got boxing royalty in the house. Everybody show Blood Boxing some love. Blood did an awesome documentary on Sweet Pea, Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. Go over to Blood Boxing's channel and check that out. Learn something, fight fans. Learn something. If you want to learn something from the big homie Blood Boxing. He put that work in, and that is a hell of a documentary. Awesome job, Blood. Awesome job, man. Awesome job. I had that thing on the big screen. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, ILTBA, what's your email? Put it in the chat, and I'm bringing you on, homie. Anybody else who want to get on with me tonight, man, feel free. Feel free. It's Friday night. We cooling out tonight, man. We ain't got to be professional tonight. You did? Can we just cool out? It's been a long week. We could cool out. You know what I mean? Put that out there, man, all day. You know what I'm saying? Long Swims in the building. What's up, homie? That's fam right there. That is fam. That is fam all day. All day. This has been long overdue. I would love and I feel honored to give the homie Blood Boxing a blue suit. Blood Boxing, you are absolutely wrenched up right now, homie. You more than deserve a blue suit, man. He has supported me for a long, long time. But I'm asking this as an objective question, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to know, do y'all really feel as though, so y'all saying to me that Al Heyman, oh, Ronnie Boy Fresh, you got to get your blue suit too. Y'all really telling me that y'all feel as though that Al Heyman has something to do with this? I don't understand how y'all drawing this conclusion. Where's your evidence? Please, somebody tell me, where is the evidence that Al Heyman, y'all feel as though, I just want to know what my people feel. What is the evidence that y'all feel as though that Al Heyman has something to do with this? Real talk. Ronnie Boy Fresh says absolutely. I don't know that conclusively. I have no idea of knowing that for sure as a fact, but I will say this. I can't say this is a duck until it's all said and done, until the day that they announce an opponent, to the day that they say, hey, it's going to be Michael Hunter, it's going to be XYZ. Until that day comes, I can't say this is a duck because from word that we got, there's a counter offer maybe pending. We got to call this a negotiation right now. I believe. You know what I'm saying? I believe. And that's just how I feel. You know what I mean? And we are all jumping on the promoter of Luis Ortiz, rightfully so, for turning down money. Rightfully so. He's a dumbass. He ought to be fired without a doubt. But at the end of the day, let's see if this man gambled right or gambled wrong when it's all said and done. That's all I'm telling everybody. That's all I'm telling everybody. Let's wait till it's all said and done, because I would hate for everybody to get on record to say this is a duck and it's not done. Now, the way that they were talking on that Boxing Voice interview, like it's done. Oh, man, we could have got it. And, you know, they talking in the past tense like it is done. But let's make sure. That's all I'm telling everybody. We Degree says Al wants Ortiz and Wilder on pay-per-view for the rematch. How we know that? I mean, I would think that Al would honestly like to have a Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua. If those fights bear some fruit, Who's to say that he don't take those first? Y'all saying he's saving Luis Ortiz for a pay-per-view when they paid Luis Ortiz $500,000 in the first fight, right? So y'all saying that he's earned pay-per-view status now. I'm just asking the question. I don't know this, man. I don't know this. All I'm saying that now, don't get me wrong. Al Heyman does co-manage, advise Luis Ortiz. And yes, Jay Jimenez, when he was asked about Al Heyman, he did seem a little hush mouth, like he ain't want to really talk too much about Al. Like, I better not say nothing wrong about Al. I ain't crossing that line. Damn that. But at the end of the day, you know, and he also kept referring to Al, that's the promoter. That's the promoter. You know, I don't know if Al has something to do with this from stopping this from happening, because there's also reports of Andy Ruiz possibly wanting to get this fight, and he's an Al Heyman fighter. So who knows? So I'm asking y'all tonight, man. School me. I want y'all to school me. Ronnie Boy Fresh said, wait a minute. Is it Ortiz versus Wilder an easy fight to make? All day. It is an easy fight to make, Ronnie Boy Fresh. It is. It's an easy fight to make. But so is also Deontay Wilder versus, say, a Dillian White. Dillian White wants that fight. He's free to move to any network that he wants to fight in. You know, that's an easy fight to make. It's a big fight too, right? We Degree says, yep, he's saving Ortiz. PC Jacobs, it's a duck. Eddie Hearn slipped up 30 minutes ago in an interview and said Ruiz will be finalized on Sunday. Oh, shit, for real. I'll be looking for that interview, fam. If you could provide a link for everybody, that'd be awesome. Rocket Strikes 89 says Al Heyman is a trick bag with a mustache, and of course he is involved. Wow. Y'all real sure. Y'all real sure. Ronnie Boy Fresh, it ain't going to be no Fury versus Wilder until they get something with Crawford versus Spence Jr. Man, so y'all really believe Al Heyman prevented this? Has something to do with preventing this fight? Or instead of just saying that Luis Ortiz promoter was greedy? I mean, which one is it? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm asking y'all, man. I want to know what my people feel. You know, I did a post earlier, and what I posted the question about basically the same question, and I looked at some of y'all responses, and if I can get a second here, I want to read some of y'all responses. I used to do a segment on the channel called Main Man Mailbag, and I stopped doing it, but I might bring it back because it helps me to read a lot of y'all comments. And looking at the post that I posted earlier, y'all basically were riding hard, man. I'm just gonna read a few of them, man, and some of y'all were going all the way in when I asked the same particular question. Light lit up. The homie says, I agree. I believe all this ducking shit is a fault of Heyman, who is bad for boxing. I have a hard time believing Spence, Santa Cruz, Wilder, Ortiz, etc. aren't ducking because of Heyman's advice to maximize financial benefits. Okay. Then I see Ronnie Boy Fresh. They know damn well AJ will disrupt and detour Wilder versus Ortiz too. Nelson Santos, the homie. That main man, salute to the #1 pound for pound boxing stream. Much love to you. Gary Benson, indeed, to promote. Okay, well, that's not particularly dealing with this. But I'm looking at the more comments I'm reading about from this. Y'all are really blaming Al Heyman. I don't know where it's coming from, man. I don't understand where it's coming from. Rocket Strikes 89. Al Heyman is. Oh, I already read that. Rocket Strikes 89. Al Heyman ain't quiet for nothing. Bang for Buck says, what's up, Bang for Buck? If Brazil knocks Wilder out, there's no bag for Ortiz. He shouldn't gamble like that. So y'all think that really that Deontay Wilder and Al Heyman are preserving Luis Ortiz, and this is a way to remove him from this situation of Luis Ortiz making the most money of his career, getting an opportunity at 3 belts. Here's my deal. Do y'all don't think that Al Heyman and the PBC would want Luis Ortiz to go and win those belts and then maybe challenge Deontay Wilder for all of those belts? Is that not a possibility or a scenario? I mean, we all assuming that Luis Ortiz would lose. What if Luis Ortiz won? And he won 3 major belts to face Deontay Wilder for a total undisputed heavyweight match. Like y'all just said earlier in the stream, it's an easier fight to make, right? So who's to say that ain't the case? Who's to say that ain't the case? If Brazil knocks Wilder out, there's no bag for Ortiz. He shouldn't gamble like that. I agree. Lawrence Williams says, I blame Ortiz on this one. Back in September, he was willing to go against his team wishes and take the White fight. Then Why he ain't go against his team wishes this time? I'm gonna stop right there. Lawrence Williams, that is a hell of a comment, homie. That is a hell of a comment, and I agree with you 150,000%. That's a great point. Luis Ortiz was willing to pull himself off the undercard of Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury on 2 weeks' notice. 2 weeks, not even 4, 5 weeks, 2 weeks' notice to go and face Dillian White in the UK, and even going as far to say he will sign a 3-fight deal with Matchroom Boxing just to make it happen. Where was the vocal Luis Ortiz in this situation, right? That's a good point. That's a very good point. We being objective tonight. I'm not even going to impose my points. I'm just asking questions. Lawrence Williams says, if Al was negotiating instead of a promoter, the Ortiz fight would have been announced already. I don't blame Al. You know, this promoter that Luis Ortiz got, he's been rolling with Dave Promotions for a long time. He's been with Carmente for a minute. And clearly Carmente, like I said, they have a special kind of relationship, just like Jay Jimenez said, where he loans Luis Ortiz his money. He gives him money whenever he needs money, anytime. He makes sure that Luis Ortiz is always good. So they have a special kind of relationship. So did he leave it up to just Dave Promotions to say, I trust your word, you go in that room, close the door, lock the door, throw away the key, don't tell me nothing, and just let me know when the deal is finalized. I trust that you will bring me the best deal. Do you think he really did that? PC Jacobs, Al Heyman has nothing to do with this. PC Jacobs, there you go. Is Al Heyman the promoter? Now, Jay Jimenez himself, he could be a little scared of Al Heyman, don't get me wrong. But he clearly stated that the promoter was the one negotiating this. And Jay Jimenez, who was the manager of Luis Ortiz, or should I say co-manager or something like that, because I don't know what the fuck he is. If Al Heyman is the advisor manager, and he don't know nothing about what's going on. I don't know what he is. But he clearly stated that the promoter was the one that was doing all of the negotiations. Al Heyman is not the promoter. Horn Jr. 10 says he'd have to rematch A and Wright. You got to, AJ. He'd have to rematch AJ Wright. More than likely. Bang for Buck says no, because if Joshua wins in spectacular fashion, his stock rises. His stock definitely rises. If Joshua knocks out Luis Ortiz, finishes him maybe earlier than Deontay Wilder did, then this will allow Anthony Joshua to go to a negotiations with Wilder and say, hey, your best accomplishment that you run around the world, like to talk about what you did, which we all give Wilder major props for all day to this day. Well, guess what? I finished him in 3. I finished him in 4. It took you 8. I took him out in 5. Easy work. So what you talking about? Not to mention I got this belt, that belt, and I have all of this. It would enhance AJ's position in negotiations, or at least they will try to use that. So is this the reason why y'all believe that Al Heyman blocked it? If y'all believe that he blocked it. Ronnie Boy Fresh says free agent Wilder, the main reason for turning down the zone is because Showtime is saying they can make Wilder Ortiz 2 a huge pay-per-view fight to recoup what he turned down. Nah. I don't think Wilder Ortiz 2 will be big. Don't get me wrong. It'll be a good fight, but it'll be nothing compared to what AJ, the AJ Wilder fight would be. I mean, I don't think that's the case. I mean, even if Wilder beats Ortiz in a rematch, does it really effectively raise his hand in negotiations with AJ? I don't think it does. I think it's something to do other than sit back and play stupid games with AJ and be lowballed or not get his worth. So guess what? I got something to do. I got something to keep me busy while y'all sit over there twiddling your thumbs and trying to give me these lowball offers. It's an option. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury playing games. He want to run over to ESPN and fight the clocks. Tom Schwartz, the clock man. He want to go fight him. Who the hell is Tom Schwartz? It sounds like the name of a clock. So let Tyson Fury do whatever he's doing. Recite his little nursery rhymes over there on ESPN. I can't fight him. The only effective fighters that are left for Wilder to fight is Adam Kalnaki, Andy Ruiz, Luis Ortiz, and Dillian White. With Luis Ortiz being something else to do until these cats come to their senses. You know what I'm saying? Digga D, what's up with you? The promoter is proxy for Heyman. Everyone in boxing knows this. Is a proxy for Heyman. Everyone in boxing knows this. Yeah, it keeps him from being violated by the Muhammad Ali Act. At the end of the day, Heyman is going to always be the boss of everything because he is the brand. He is the brand. He is the brand that these promoters are fighting on. So he will always be the ultimate boss no matter what. They will all march to his beat. No question about it. But hey, that's just who he is. You know, and it is what it is. I mean, we all know what Mayweather Promotions really is. It's a front. I mean, they just let Devin Haney walk out the door. It's a front. It's an Al Heyman front. You know what I mean? They do what they told with Mayweather's name on the front and Leonard Ellaby's nose. We're moving right along. Douglas Otunyu says Ortiz team is mad because Al Heyman allowed Andy Ruiz to go and fight Joshua, depriving old Luis Ortiz to miss out on a great payday. Al Heyman is still getting a cut from the AJ fight. True shit. True shit. Chess not checkers. So either way, he still gets a cut by putting Andy Ruiz in it. Is that what you're telling me? That's what everyone believes. Nobody is basically blaming the promoter. I'm noticing everybody here is blaming Al Heyman. Al Heyman, Al Heyman, Al Heyman. Nobody wants to speak on what Dave Promotions is doing. So y'all telling me that Dave Promotions is one of his proxy promotional companies too, marching to the beat of Al Heyman? I'm just trying to get to the logic of this. I'm not saying that this is what I believe. I want to know why y'all believe that Al Heyman is the one that is blocking this. And I'm listening to y'all with open ears. 69 Clover says, if a crime has been committed, we must look at the possible motive, Holmes. True shit. True shit. True shit. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm listening to Jimenez, and he comes out of the blue. He doesn't throw Al Heyman under the bus. He throws Dave Promotions under the bus. His longtime financier. This has been the man that's been putting a lot of money in the pockets of Jay Jimenez and Luis Ortiz for a long time. And he throws him under the bus as opposed to throwing Al Heyman under the bus. So why didn't he mention that? Well, Al Heyman is he just that scared? Let me know. Because y'all are so convinced that Al Heyman is the one that done this. Fool of Sports says, I don't think this fight happens, though. I don't know why, but Ortiz don't want to be Thanos when it's right there. Yeah, he don't want to be Thanos. And that ain't like Luis Ortiz, Fool of Sports. That's what's so funny. This is the same cat who said he'll fight him for $5 or something like that. He said he'll fight him for $5 in the bus pass. And then all of a sudden it's like, yo, you ain't got nothing to say. You went on social media and anybody who would listen when Dillian White was calling you out. Now this is like, no, I don't know nothing. I'm in the gym. I've been in the gym putting that work in. I've been jogging, doing marathons and all that. You know what I'm saying? Look at these muscles. It's like, yo, he don't know nothing. He ain't saying nothing. Now here's my deal. He was also, for all of y'all who believe that Al Heyman is blocking this, correct me if I'm wrong, but was he not still with Al Heyman when he threatened to pull himself off the undercard of Wilder versus Fury to go face Dillian White in the UK and sign with Matchroom Boxing? How come Al Heyman couldn't stop that? For us to think that this is Al Heyman. I'm asking a question. I'm asking Dalton. I'm asking, like, Luis Ortiz threatened to pull himself off of an undercard of Wilder versus Fury on 2 weeks' notice to face Dillian White in the UK. Well, he was bucking Al Heyman then, right? Ronnie Boy Fresh says, did he do it? He didn't do it because Dillian White got cold feet and he wanted to face Derek Chisora for real. He didn't want no Luis Ortiz smoke. He wanted to honestly fight Derek Chisora. He made that evidently known. His bluff got called to the public. So, I mean, I'm just saying. He was willing to buck Al Heyman in. So what makes y'all think he wouldn't buck him in this situation? Digga D says Al Heyman definitely blocked the fight. People were saying that just from the beginning. I mean, from all I'm hearing from Jay Jimenez is that Dave Promotions blocked the fight. And it seems to me that Eddie Hearn might have even spooked him. Now, am I taking up for Al Heyman? Absolutely not. I'm not taking up for Al Heyman because he is a suit and I'm hashtag anti-suit. I don't give a damn about any of them. Make that be known. But at the end of the day, I'm just wondering, for when I see an interview where clearly the manager is saying that the promotional company is the one that stopped this and overplayed his hand. And not to mention, Jay Jimenez was called out by name by Eddie Hearn. Y'all heard me play the interview at the top of the video where Eddie Hearn threatened to expose them triumphantly, according to Eddie Hearn, triumphantly. He was going to expose them triumphantly. He was going to come out on a chariot with horns playing, exposing them with a cell phone in his hand. And they wanted to get ahead of the story. So I don't know. Let me know something, man. Let me know something. Ronnie Boy Fresh says, so you think Dave Promotions is bigger than Al Heyman's stroke of a pen or a phone call? Stop it, Slim. I mean, no, I don't think so. I don't think that. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I don't think that. But we talking about a large sum of money. You telling me Al Heyman is that powerful where he can get them to turn down $5+ million and an opportunity to fight for 3 belts? He is that powerful. That is too much power, bro. No one man should have all that power. God damn, you mean tell me Al Heyman can sit back and tell Luis Ortiz, you better, or his people, you better not accept no deal. I don't give a damn how many belts. I don't give a damn how much money. I don't give a damn about any of that. You telling me that's what Al Heyman can do? I'm asking a question. I may know the answers to some of these questions, but I'm asking y'all. Fool of Sports says he needs to speak up for real. He does need to speak up. Luis Ortiz needs to sit down and give an interview with somebody. With a translator, he needs to give an interview with somebody. Why do you think Ortiz turned the deal down then? Well, why do I think Ortiz turned the deal down? I mean, did Ortiz know about this deal? Was Ortiz informed every step of the way? Is Ortiz in that boardroom or is he in the gym? Did Ortiz know that? Because according to Jay Jimenez, he didn't turn the deal down. According to Jay Jimenez, he says that Luis Ortiz wanted this fight and wanted to take this chance. He would prefer this fight over the Wilder fight, according to Jay Jimenez. So I don't know that Luis Ortiz turned down this fight. I know that Luis Ortiz people and this promoter turned down this fight. But we all saying that Ortiz turned down the fight. We act like we just blurted out the part that Jay Jimenez said, oh, well, Ortiz wanted the fight. He felt as though with short notice, it worked in his favor because he's a southpaw jumping in there with Anthony Joshua. We're going to blurt that part all out and just go straight to it's Al Heyman's fault, straight to it's Ortiz is a duck. That's just why I'm asking y'all. I don't know. Horn Jr. 10 says, I feel like the contract talk disputes should be more transparent. They should be just as open as the weigh-in. What y'all think? I think that Luis Ortiz needs to run his own damn career and tell him his ultimatums, his cutoff points, and if Eddie Hearn meets them, we got to fight. See, that's when you got to get to the point of they don't work. He doesn't work for them. They work for him. They get a cut of his purses. If he don't fight, they don't get paid. He don't fight, they don't eat, period. They need to understand that concept. All of this, I don't know what's going on and I'm left in the dark and, oh, man, I wanted that offer. Why ain't y'all accept that offer? Why ain't nobody call me up? Why ain't nobody check with me? That got to go, cousin. That don't fly. What's supposed to be happening is you check with me every step of the way and you don't sign nothing until I tell you to. And if you don't like it, well, guess what, cousin? That means you're not getting that. You're not working in my best interest, and you're not getting me the best fights that I can find out there that's available. So guess what? You're breaching your contract. I'll keep it moving. That's how it's supposed to go. That's how it's supposed to go. But there's many reasons why it doesn't go that way. PC Jacob says Hearn says that he still plan on exposing after hearing the Ortiz team yesterday. Yeah, I played it at the top of the video, PC Jacob, and we played that video where Eddie Hearn stated that he will expose them triumphantly. Don't leave out the word triumphantly because I love that word triumphantly. He says I will expose them triumphantly, and he was pissed off. And he looked at Jay Jimenez and he called him out by name and said, "What the fuck, Jay Jimenez?" And this is why Jay Jimenez ran to the boxer voice like, oh, let me get my story out there because I've never done nothing to nobody. Ronnie Boy Fresh says Al Heyman is that powerful. Damn. You making Al Heyman sound like the dark hand up in this bitch. You making Al Heyman sound like he just run everything. You're going to do what I tell you to do. And if you don't do it, we got a huge problem. I mean, Al Heyman didn't run it when Luis Ortiz threatened to go over the matchroom, did he? I'm just asking a question. I don't know, man. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, Ronnie Boy Fresh. I know Al Heyman is a very powerful entity, and he's built himself that way because his brand is such a powerful brand. And all of his fighters' market prices are through the roof. So I don't deny that. But at the end of the day, I mean, come on, man. I mean, according to also, let's not also forget the point that Dade Promotions stated that they have a bigger offer on the table with the Wilder fight. What has Al Heyman promised to Dade Promotions that kept Luis Ortiz from signing that deal or kept Dade Promotions from making that deal? Digga D says Ortiz manager won't criticize Heyman in public, but he well knows who blocked the fight. No Heyman fighter can fight without his blessings. Damn, that's true. I will agree to that. No Heyman fight can fight without his blessings. But I'm just asking, like, y'all really don't think that this was Heyman's bless? Why wouldn't Heyman want Luis Ortiz to take the gamble of getting those 3 belts and then squaring off against Deontay Wilder? Why wouldn't he want that to happen? I mean, truth be told, like, wouldn't it be if we ain't gonna sit here and act like Luis Ortiz didn't have a shot at actually beating Anthony Joshua. Let's not act like it was in the bag, guaranteed that Anthony Joshua would have won that fight. Let's say Luis Ortiz wins that fight. Then this does wonders for Al Heyman and the PBC. So how do we know that Al didn't want him to take that chance? I mean, we don't know that, do we? I'm just saying, we none of us know that. I mean, that's an opportunity of a lifetime. I mean, that's a great opportunity. He couldn't get Wilder in the ring with him. Y'all sitting here telling me, and all the news headlines are saying that Andy Ruiz may want that fight. Who is an Al Heyman fighter? He's willing to put Andy Ruiz in it, who I think has a lesser shot than Luis Ortiz, than to put Luis Ortiz in it. I hear y'all, man. Don't get me wrong. I hear what y'all saying. I'm just saying it's either way. I mean, Luis Ortiz got a good chance of winning that fight and taking all 3 of them belts back over to PBC. No. Rocket Strikes 89. Al Heyman is powerful, but he ain't that powerful officially. Heyman is a puppet master who's hidden. There's hidden agendas, hidden people behind Heyman. No. Oh no, Heyman has been shown to be a very powerful entity. Heyman has done the smartest thing that you can do in boxing. That is get all the top guys and raise their market prices. And now it makes anybody who ever thinks about talking to a Heyman fighter have to put up big money. This is why the hot fighters are so happy. He's raised their market prices. It was an effective strategy. And it was honestly in favor of the fighters. So I think that was good. I mean, Bob Arum, this sent Bob Arum through the roof. This wasn't so much that Heyman was keeping his fighters away from, is that they so damn expensive. Expensive. Money Boy Fresh says, look here, Slim. Enough is enough. Do you want to make a bet right now that Wilder versus Ortiz 2 will be pay-per-view? I ain't gonna make that bet. Fuck, I'm gonna make that bet for, man. Hell no, I ain't gonna make that bet. Why would I make that bet? It may be pay-per-view. But the point I'm telling you is, like, it ain't guaranteed that he gets Wilder as soon as you making it to be. You making it be like it's a guaranteed thing that he gets Wilder like at the end of this year, all day, guaranteed, no matter what. That's how you make it. You don't know if AJ gonna come out and say give him 50-50. Or if Tyson Fury is gonna come out and say, you know what, I've come to my senses. I realize I have absolutely nobody here to fight. I'm bored. My ratings are shit. You know what I mean? ESPN is looking at me funny. No one's answering my phone calls. I have to fight Deontay Wilder. You don't know if this shit gonna happen, Mo. I mean, maybe it do go on pay-per-view. I mean, clearly Wilder told us in the Dominique Brazil fight that he wanted to do it for the people. He could have put this on pay-per-view, but he chose not to. You know what I mean? I ain't making that bet. That's a dumb bet to make. It might do go on pay-per-view. But still, at the end of the day, that don't mean still that Luis Ortiz couldn't still go after Anthony Joshua, try to get the belts, and then bring it back to Wilder. Then we talking about an even bigger pay-per-view, right? Man, come on, man. You're funny, man. Digga D says it firstly removes another opponent for Wilder, and it will also make Wilder's victory over Ortiz look bad. So that's the reason you think that Al Heyman blocked it. Y'all are real convinced up in this joint tonight that it was all Al Heyman's fault that this fight ain't happened. Y'all real convinced, huh? Y'all are real convinced. Ronnie Boy Fresh says it's next. It ain't, man, I don't know about that. I don't know, Ronnie Boy Fresh. I don't think it's next. How do you know it's next, man? How do you know it's next? You don't know if it's next. We see Dillian White fussing with the WBC trying to get his position. You don't know. Then he's talking about fighting Oscar Rivas. That'll be a big fight. Maybe then the fight between Dillian White and Wilder actually happens next because it's such a big fight. And Dillian White is down to participate, man. You don't know it's next. You're guessing, man. You're guessing. I'm willing to put money on that. Wilder versus Ortiz 2 is pay-per-view next. Man, hold up. We might got to take that bet. If Ronnie Boy Fresh, I might got to take that bet. I don't know that, bruh. I don't know that, but I ain't fucking with you. I don't know that, though, son. I don't know that, man. PC Jacob says everyone is forgetting that the WBC might order White Ortiz for a final eliminator mandatory. True talk. But given that actually Dominique Brazil, you know, let's not forget about that situation too, where White felt as though he was the man. He's the interim champion. He's the silver champion or something like that, right? And he's been arguing and fussing to the WBC that he wants a shot. And this is what I'm trying to tell knucklehead ass Ronnie Boy Fresh that, yo, you don't know, man. Maybe White gets his shot. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that. You know what I mean? And he might just actually get his shot. I hope he get his shot. He deserves it. Douglas Otonio says Al Heyman is scared of Anthony Joshua. He's destroying his legacy. Remember that AJ destroyed most of Al Heyman's top heavyweights, and now he's coming for number 2. There you go. Look here, man. Let's not get this twisted, Douglas. Let's not get this twisted. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Anthony Joshua and Luis Ortiz. This is separate from the conversation of Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Hashtag the real champ, the bronze bomber. You know what I'm saying? One shot knockout all day. We ain't talking about that. That's a different day and a different conversation. Let's be friendly tonight, UK. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Luis Ortiz versus Anthony Joshua. Because if we bring this over to Wilder, we will get a different me and a different explanation. So let's just keep it all the way friendly. Noble Wolf says, come on, must be one USA boxer wants to fight. You know, Dillian White fight for free and cowpox if I let him. Yeah, all right. Well, he ain't want to fight Luis Ortiz when Luis Ortiz threatened to pull himself off that undercard. That's all I do know. You know, only fight that I give Dillian White props for as of recent is the Joseph Parker fight. You know what I mean? And he thought by beating Joseph Parker that he would become the mandatory in the WBO, because during that time, Joseph Parker had just lost his title, and Joseph Parker was still rated pretty high by the WBO, but it didn't work out that way. He beat Joseph Parker, and it wasn't sanctioned as a mandatory fight, and that was unfortunate for Dillian White. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the number one guy, but yet he's still not the mandatory. Digga D says, I'll take that bet too. Man, you want to get in this boat too, Digga D? You think that you think that Ortiz versus Wilder on pay-per-view is next? All right, man. Yo, man. I mean, y'all gonna keep jumping in that water, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna take them bets, man. I'm gonna get that up off you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't 100. I don't like to make this type of bet because boxing is unpredictable as fuck. You don't know what's really gonna happen. None of us truly know. You know what I mean? None of us truly know. But y'all are so fixated on that it was Al Heyman that blocked this fight. Y'all funny, man. Y'all funny. I like you Americans. You don't want the AJ Wilder fight. You funny, Dalton. Let's not go there tonight, please. I've been drinking. Anika Skywalker with the laughing emojis. Diggy D says Wilder versus Ortiz 2 is what Heyman wants and what he'll get. All right. Y'all so convinced. Digga D, Ronnie Boy Fresh. If it don't happen next, I'm putting y'all on Front Street, cousin. I'm putting you all the way on Front Street. I'm calling you out. I'm giving you a link. Y'all getting up on here and y'all gonna wrap it up with me. If I have to buy a microphone and send it to your residence, I will do that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get up on here and you're gonna explain your position on how you were so damn wrong Wilder versus Ortiz 2 is what Heyman wants, and that's what he'll get. Okay, we'll see. We will see, because all of y'all are saying this is all Heyman's fault. It ain't got nothing to do with Dave Promotions. Oh, Dave Promotions is now a puppet for Al Heyman, as y'all making it, right? That's what y'all telling me. They wasn't greedy. They didn't want more money. They didn't overplay their hand. It's just that Al Heyman was in the back with a black hoodie on, with sunglasses on, chilling, hitting a blunt, telling them not to accept the offer. Get out of here, man. Y'all funny, man. Y'all funny, man. Wani Boy Fresh says White might not make it past Rivas. That's gonna be a good fight, man. That's gonna be a real good fight, man. You know, I mean, that's what I'm trying to explain to you, Ronnie Boy Fresh. If Dillian White beat Oscar Rivas, man, he is a hell of. Oscar Rivas is coming off one of his possibly his career best win, right? So and he has a lot of momentum at his back as of today. So if Dillian White, who's clearly showing you he's willing to fight anywhere on any network, it doesn't matter whether it's ESPN, whether it's Fox, whether it's Sky, whether it's what's the fucking name of the app, The Zone, whether it's any of them shits, like he'll fight any way he need to fight. So clearly, man. But my deal is if he beats that dude, Slim, his name gonna be up there. Well, who's to say that Wilder don't want to take that chance and knock out Dillian White? I'm just asking a question. We see Joe Joyce running on over there to BT Sports. You know what I'm saying? We see, those dudes, everyone's running. Eddie Hearn will make AJ versus White 2 before he let Wilder fight White. It's like the roles reversed. Okay. All right. Well, y'all real convinced, man. So basically, y'all telling me if White versus, if Wilder versus Ortiz 2 doesn't happen next, can we all assume that Al Heyman maybe had nothing to do with it then? Since y'all are so convinced that's what it is. Can we safely say that? Hit the like button for me, whether you're fam or whether you're just sliding through and you just found me on some recommended shit. Just hit the like button for me, man. It's Friday night. We cooling out. We chilling. Hit the like button for me, man. All love. Digga D says Wilder didn't even win his last fight. He ain't the man, bruh. Shut it down, son. Don't go there with me, Digga. Don't go there with me, son. Trust me on that one, bruh. He didn't win his last fight. Did he lose his last fight? Did he lose his last fight? Last I checked, the man has an O in the loss column. What are you talking about? He didn't win his last fight. You talking about the Tyson Fury fight? Come on, man. He didn't lose it. He didn't win it. Whatever you want to call it. It was a draw. You know what I'm saying? That's what's on paper. JD, undisputed doesn't matter to Wilder fangirls anymore. Protecting Wilder is their number one policy. Well, this is what I'm explaining to y'all. Well, if undisputed, because we clearly want undisputed, we are calling for Luis Ortiz to go and face AJ, to go after the belts. And then I would like to see Luis Ortiz fight Deontay Wilder for the total undisputed heavyweight championship. Why? Because it's an easier fight to make, and he ain't gonna refuse $50 million. Damn, see, I didn't even want to go there tonight. I was just trying to chill. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't going to refuse $50 million. I'm just telling you. You throw $50 million at Luis Ortiz, and he'll fight you in Disneyland. But you telling me we could throw $50 million at AJ, and it's like, oh, well, I'm not going to have enough money to pay the janitor, to pay the ticket people, to pay bodyguards. I gotta get a Medicare, a pedicure, and I gotta get a massage. I don't have enough money. That's not enough money. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where it's all of these questions for something he asked for. Let's not go there tonight, dog. Let's keep it cool. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it cool. Ronnie Boy Fresh, White is going to the highest bidder, and Showtime PBC ain't got that DAZN matchroom bread, Slim. Man, well, White just fought Derek Chisora for small cash than what he can make over here. I'm just saying. He may be going to the highest bidder, but clearly he's made it evidently crystal clear that he wants to fight Deontay Wilder. All right, and he's been putting that work in. He's done what he's done. You know what I'm saying? He's beat Joseph Parker. That's probably the best opponent he's beaten. I'm not impressed with the Derek Chisora fight. I'm not impressed with a lot of those other fighters he's been fighting, but he has beat Joseph Parker, and that's probably a better win than any of the guys that Deontay Wilder's fighting. You know what I'm saying? And so it is what it is. Maybe the WBC orders him to fight the next contestant or whatever, but he clearly wants the Deontay Wilder fight. Dalton Summerfold says that mug That mug know the boxing voice side. Heyman got the Wilder fight. Everybody just blaming Al Heyman, man. Al Heyman is always the pincushion for everything that go on wrong in boxing nowadays. Oh, well, it's all Al Heyman's fault. Everything is Al Heyman's fault. Every time Al Heyman fight, it's always Al Heyman's fault. I have my issues with Al Heyman, and I'll rightfully point them out. But for some reason, I don't know about in this situation, but all of my folks, all of the fam, who I have tremendous respect for, though I'm clowning y'all tonight, but I got tremendous respect for each and every one of y'all. Y'all telling me that it's Heyman, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, man. I think it's fucking Dade Promotions. Dade Promotions up overplaying their hand. Why would Jay Jimenez come out and throw his financier under the bus? This is the person that's been paying his mortgage for the last couple years. This is the dude that's been sending him on vacations to Bermuda for the last couple years. Why would he throw him under the bus and not say a word, a peep about Al Heyman? All the fans just assuming shit. You know what I mean? No, man. Dalton Summerfolds, that mug. Oh, I already read that. Ronnie Boy Fresh. Lou DiBella got top rank problems right now. Lou DiBella got top rank problems right now. Why you say that? Riddle me that. Horn Jr. 10 says, seems like the zone ain't got that bread no more. Seems like the zone ain't got that bread no more. Either they're just dishing it out to Canelo. They just signed Devin Haney, man. They just went on the young boy Devin Haney, man. That's a good signing. It's a future sign. That's honestly a good sign. And Devin Haney's position at 135. He's got 20-something fights under his belt. It's about time for him to start to make these championship runs. So they got him at a real good time. I mean, I don't know how easy it's going to be to make a lot of those fights, but if he becomes a mandatory and if things go to the purse bid, well, we're talking about something different. So I don't know, man. They grabbed Devin Haney, and I am impressed with that signing because I did not see that one coming. That one hit me from left field. I will admit. I thought that Al Heyman or Mayweather Promotions or one of them cats, if he was going to do business with anybody, I thought it would be them. But instead, the zone came out of the woodworks and pulled this one out the hat. So that was a little shocking. Don't ever underestimate what a fighter would do for money. All of my boxing fans out there, never underestimate what a fighter would do for money. And know that there is not as much loyalty in this game as you think it is. You know, it's just a lot of influence, and there's a lot of trickery and fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Ronnie Boy Fresh, the zone just signed Haney. Stop it. I just said that. Horn Jr. 10 says, what do you mean? Oh, okay, y'all going at it. Well, I mean, you know, I just wanted to get a touch on what y'all was feeling out there, man. I know I got the UK in the building tonight, and I just wanted to get a square feel of why y'all feel as though Al Heyman was blocking this fight. When we heard the story from Jay Jimenez, and it seems to me that Eddie Hearn might have just spooked his ass by coming out and saying, I will expose Team Ortiz, and what does he say? Not emphatically. What the word he used? Triumphantly. I will expose Luis Ortiz triumphantly. And it seems to me that Jay Jimenez wanted to get out and say, look, man, I ain't never done nothing to nobody. I ain't got nothing to do with it, man. I was just sitting back waiting for the phone to ring, man. I was just cooling, man. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't know nothing about this. It's not my fault. Digger D says, Dave Al Heyman Promotions. Go ahead, son. Go ahead, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I know Al Heyman has a lot to do with Luis Ortiz, but I have yet to see one of y'all, I repeat, one of y'all, including Ronnie Boy Fresh or Digger D, answer the question as to why was Luis Ortiz willing to pull himself off of the Wilder Fury undercard to face Dillian White and sign with Matchroom, knowing that Al Heyman would not be happy if that shit went down. Ain't nobody going to understand. Ain't nobody going to explain that shit to me, though, huh? Akuma's Deception in the building. What's up, homie? I think Ortiz wanted to fight, but PBC is blocking it. Damn. Akuma's Deception is even on that train. It's blocking it because Wilder needs another opponent to fight while they waited out AJ. Showtime isn't going to overpay Wilder to fight another bum. Yeah, you know, that's been basically the consensus tonight. Akuma's Deception. I'm doing a different kind of video tonight where I'm listening to y'all. I'm trying to see why y'all feel this way. Everyone is saying that Al Heyman is the one that's responsible for technically blocking this. So I wanted to get to the root cause of why do people believe that when Jay Jimenez told us what the story is. So clearly you also, Akuma's Deception, my main man, are also telling me that it's Al Heyman also. Damn. But he didn't do it. All right. It's called pay-per-view back-end money. So, that's the one thing that Dave Promotions has been saying, that the money that they're being offered by Al Heyman to face Deontay Wilder, if they face Deontay Wilder, Ronnie Boy Fresh swear up, down, all around that it's going to be next. But whatever, man. You know what I mean? If it goes down that way, according to Dave Promotions, they'll get a nice lump sum of money. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. Ronnie Boy Fresh, you gave me such some work tonight, bro. So guess what, homie? Like I promised you, my main man, you have gotten that blue suit, fam. You deserve that blue suit. You should have been got a blue suit. You know what I'm saying? All day. And that's how we do. For anybody who's sliding through who don't know much about main man, just know I'm one of them cats, because I get a lot of cats, especially to my UK fam. A lot of y'all get to this point where if we don't agree that we beefing or we got a problem or I can't vibe with you and you can't vibe with me. It ain't like that over here, man. Ronnie Boy Fresh give me business like this all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? But that's my main man. Shit, I get it from Akuma's Deception. I get it from a few of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love over here because that's what I want. I want people to kind of challenge what I'm saying sometimes. I don't take it personal and I don't get upset. It's all good with me. So anyone that's new, because to main man, because we've been signing up a lot of people lately. So I want people to know that you can have a difference of opinion here, and I won't fault you. I might jump on your head. I might be at your neck. And if you ever say anything wrong about Jared Swift Heard, hashtag the real champ, hashtag 154, hashtag storm coming, hashtag I'm in the building May 11th, hashtag we running shit. If you ever say anything about Jared Swift Heard, then I'm at your head. You know what I mean? And if you ever say anything about Gary Russell Jr., then I'm at your head. But other than that, we can always disagree. You know what I'm saying? That's my main man. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. Kuma's Deception says, I'm not blaming Heyman. I just think like a promoter and a businessman. Okay. I mean, that it makes sense. Don't get me wrong. It makes sense what you're saying. It makes sense with all of y'all saying. I just don't know if it's true because it's all speculation. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know if it's true. And that's all I'm saying. And I'm just going by what Jay Jimenez is saying for right now. Y'all basically telling me that Al Heyman is the dark hand. All right. He's sitting in the background and he's running shit on the low. That's what y'all telling me. And I mean, this is against the wishes of the fighter, which is unfortunate. Heyman or no Heyman, it's always about the fighter. And I already made that point evidently clear in my last video. It's all about the fighter. It should be all about the fighter. I don't care who it is. I mean, everyone wants to say that the Heyman fighters are free. Free Gary Russell Jr. all day, Ronnie Boy Fresh. Everyone wants to say that they are free. Well, guess what? Freedom means that if a fighter says that this is what I want, then this is what it should be happening. And according to Jay Jimenez, Luis Ortiz says he wants this fight. All of y'all are telling me Luis Ortiz is responsible for ducking, which I don't agree with, especially in the ongoing negotiations where I'm expecting to see, hopefully, a counter offer. But y'all telling me he ducking when the manager is saying that he wanted to fight. Or y'all just think it's all smoke and mirrors. I don't know what to believe, man. Y'all funny tonight. Y'all got me all confused up tonight, man. You know what I mean? Y'all off the hook tonight, man. For real. For real. Dread-Eccentric 1 says, hashtag anti-suits. We the fans lose out as well as the Ortiz family. Yeah. Yeah. And see, you know what, Dread-Eccentric, man? You know, people don't understand that there is actually a thing in boxing where when you are a fighter, especially if you're a fighter who is not in tune with the business, don't speak English, don't really know what's going on, you're just a fighter, you do get fucked over. Anti-suits, Ronnie boy, you know it. You know it. You know what I mean? But you do get fucked over. And you don't have no control of your career. And you got all of these suits behind closed doors making deals that affect your life. And we act like that Luis Ortiz can't possibly be in a situation like that. So everybody calling him a duck. Oh, he's a duck. And I know what y'all gonna be saying. Oh man, you making excuses for this cat. I'm not making excuses for him, bro. I'm just keeping it a buck, like Jim. I mean, we've never known Luis Ortiz to be a dude to back out of a situation like this. We've never known it. Never known it. You know what I mean? No, man, we've never known it. And I find it quite funny that all of a sudden that Luis Ortiz is going to turn to a diva. Luis Ortiz is going to march to everybody's own beat when he's never done that before in his life. I mean, at least in his boxing career. Kimmel's Deception says Hearn is that dude all day. All day. Hearn is going to run through Julian J. Rock Williams like a hot knife through butter, son. I hope you don't miss that fight of Kuma's Deception because it's going to be beautiful. Fraud or duck, red pill, blue pill. Y'all funny, but that's all I'm saying, man. You know, and that's all I'm saying. So we got to wait this out, man. Let us please have some patience. I've heard y'all now. I've heard y'all. I just wanted to honestly get a rap with y'all and see why do y'all believe that it's Al Heyman. Y'all made it evidently clear that it's the reasons. And from what I'm getting from the consensus of the subs of this channel is that the reason that y'all believe that it's Al Heyman, he has something to do with this, is because he wants to preserve the Wilder versus Ortiz 2 fight and put it on pay-per-view and have someone else to feed to Deontay Wilder. That basically is the consensus of the fans, and that's why y'all believe that Al Heyman has blocked this fight. We'll see if that holds water over time. And I will come back to this. And I will hold each and every one of y'all accountable who said that. Ain't that right, Digger D? Ain't that right, Ronnie Boy Fresh? We gonna talk about this, homie. You know what I mean? Coleman's Deception says at the end of the day, promoters view fighters as assets. They will maximize their profits at any cost. If they don't, they aren't doing their job. I'm sure most fighters want to fight. I agree with that at Coleman's Deception. I agree with that all day. I agree with that all day. But it's sad because, you know, anytime you cheat this fighter, because, and you know, according to the word that's going around, is that Eddie was also negotiating, you know, the $5 million was going to Luis Ortiz's pocket, and these cats will want to have their own little bag of money to play with. So it's like, you know what I mean? They even rejected their own goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? We're going to wait till this story progresses. You know, I don't want to be sitting here making no more assumptions because every time I turn around and every time I turn around and think that this is when we originally heard this story and the headlines came out, Luis Ortiz runs out of the Anthony Joshua fight. You know, and it's like, damn, that we thought that was it. And then the very next day, Jay Jimenez is trying to get it ahead of the story because Eddie Hearn was going to expose him and triumphantly, you know what I mean? He was going to expose him triumphantly. Now he comes out to the Boxing Voice and gives his side in his version. Like, I don't know. I didn't have anything to do with this. You know, even Ness asked him, like, you can't do anything to salvage this. You can't call Al. You can't call the promoter. You can't call Eddie and try to work out something. He's just like, I don't got nobody's number. You know, matter of fact, my phone broke. It ain't even worked in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I got to call AT&T and see if I can get something done with this because, you know, I don't know no one's number. I'm out the loop. I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I've been cooling out. You know what I mean? And I don't know what's going on. That's how Jay Jimenez is playing it right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, it's funny to me how this is going on after he threatened to be exposed. And then on top of that, you know, why would he throw his financier, the cat who's been paying him and Luis Ortiz or keeping them afloat financially all of this time, throw them under the bus, but not mention one word about Al Heyman? Shit is funny, son. Funny. Like my homeboy champion X, who was that said that? Oh, it was the homie LeBron James that left me a comment and he says, something don't seem right, man. Something don't seem right. Shout out to the homie LeBron. Something don't seem right. Ronnie Boy Fresh says Ortiz team seen that 17K in Madison Square Garden and they want back end money, but that's not what the zone do. You know what I mean? Yeah, they may want, but I mean, bro, you talking about 20,000 times more than his biggest payday of 500,000. And according to Eddie Hearn, it was more than 5 million. So who knows what the true number is? Eddie gonna come out with the Texas possibly to expose this whole situation. And if we hear that it's more than 5 million, which truthfully speaking, I'm satisfied with the 5 million. The reason I'm satisfied with it, because like I told you earlier, Luis Ortiz is satisfied with it. So, I mean, shit, man. Back end money. Yo, this is the biggest thing he can ever get. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I mean, does Showtime really want the Ortiz pay-per-view that damn bad? How many units will they really move? They're going to move an astronomical amount of units. Like the homie Blood Boxing, the OG Blood Boxing said earlier this week, Luis Ortiz doesn't have a dedicated fan base. And I agree 100,000% with the OG. He says, look, this man doesn't have a fan base like that. So this is when they were talking about the low ball. How can he back out of it? He don't have that. He have diehard boxing fans like myself and a lot of y'all that love him and love what he does and know what he can do in the ring. But if you walk outside of this, any way you stand at right now, and you say, cuz, you looking forward to that next Luis Ortiz fight? They're gonna be like, who? Luis Ortiz? Ain't he like a group in like one of them like groups or something, singing groups or something? Nah, Luis Ortiz, the boxer. Oh, okay, yeah. Now I don't even know who that is, fam. That's what they're gonna tell you. He's not known like that. You know, the one thing that Jarrell the Mutant Miller had over Luis Ortiz was the fact that they were fighting in his backyard and he was a walking, talking promo machine. Luis Ortiz is not that. He's loved by diehard fans. He hasn't, his biggest win, it's not really, I mean, the biggest thing that he's known for in America is damn near stopping Wilder, but it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, that's to a casual, is forgettable. Is there enough of us diehard fans that Showtime is in and everyone's going to want this fight so bad? I'm just asking a question. You know what I mean? I'm just asking the question. Kuma's Deception says Eddie Hearn is such a troll, but he's necessary in the sport. He's definitely necessary in the sport. Funny dude, and we're going to keep calling him on this bullshit. And it seemed like to me he got a little bit more humble since he got here in America, and people start breaking him down and showing him that Slim, you can't come here over here on that way you've been coming over here. You know what I'm saying? He humbles himself. He's humbled himself. Shout out to what interview was that? Shout out to Barbershop Conversations, where he had a humble Eddie Hearn in front of him. That was the most humbled Eddie Hearn I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? Where he was asking him some tough questions and Eddie had to answer them shits truthfully. Like I learned that I can't come over here and throw. I'm not who I am in the UK over here. I'm not that. Yeah, they fucking with us tonight, y'all. So look, man, it look like clearly YouTube is trying to tell us something. We having some technical difficulties. So clearly, man, they fucking with us tonight. They want me to get the hell up out of here, man. I'm about to get the hell up out of here. It's literally 2:48 in the morning, and I wanted to do it for my late night creepers. I wanted to ask the question and to keep it all the way a buck with y'all tonight, man. So look, they giving me the business. Look, they taking my screen, they moving it all over the place, man. Boy, YouTube, man, boy, y'all be terrible sometimes, man. But to everybody that's up and they got to finish out that shift, y'all finish out that shift. I hope I helped y'all kill